The minute Bhishma started Jagat Prabhum Deva Devam, that said, Draupadi was also there who came to see him. And then she started laughing like a crazy girl. She was just laughing so loud. Everybody was so surprised. Eldest person, Bhishma Pitamaha, ready to leave the body, last day, 48 days on the Ampashaya, bed of arrows, ready to leave. Is this the way somebody will behave without even following proper decorum? Of course, Krishna knows the answer. Bhishma said, "Thank you, Draupadi, for laughing. I know why you are laughing. That particular day when you were there as a helpless woman and asked for dharmam, am I legally one or not? That day I could not even tell you dharmam. And now I am talking about dharmam. Is that the reason that you are laughing at me?" He said very bluntly, "Yes, I know, Draupadi, why you are laughing at me." A great hero, Bhishma, who could even defeat his own guru, Parashurama. Bhishma could defeat his own guru, Parashurama. Okay, put it differently. Bhishma did not defeat Parashurama, but Parashurama could not subdue Bhishma, whichever way. Parashurama, an incarnation of Sriman Narayana, could not even subdue Bhishma. That day I could not do justice to you. When you specifically begged for justice also, I could not do justice for you. But now I am talking about dharma. Is that the reason you are laughing at me? You know, Draupadi, why I could not do justice? Because I was there eating the contaminated food given by the worst sinner Duryodhana. Being the commander-in-chief of Duryodhana, the food that is supplied to me is given by the worst sinner who tried to poison Bhishma when he was a child, who tried to set fire to the house of wax when Pandavas were there, who played dirty tricks, won the gambling, that game, all the bets, and then driven away Pandavas to the forest, disrobed you. That sinner, that particular food, what I was eating, was from my boss, who was the worst of the worst sinners. Having eaten the worst food supplied by a sinner, my mind was not even working, because my mind was there thinking, is it legally won, illegally won? How can a defeated man wage a bet? Or how can a person with only 20% can wage? My mind was only thinking in that direction, but it was not thinking, whatever it be, a princess should never be dragged, a woman should never be humiliated. Yatra narishu pujyante tatra devo ramante. I could not even think in that direction. My mind was there focusing only dharma vijita, adharma vijita, because of the sinful food that I was eating supplied by Duryodhana. Now you may say, why I am talking about dharma? Thanks to your husband Arjuna. 100 arrows are there shot through and through my body, everywhere. An arrow may be, say some at least 2.5, 3 feet long. It goes through and through the body. The sharp edge has gone through the body. About say 1 foot here, 1 foot in the body, 1 foot to the other side. So I just slanted the edges that are so sharp for the arrows, they just got a bit deep into the ground, and that is about 6 inches above the ground level, and that is there I am lying down on the bed of arrows like that. So imagine 100 arrows shot through and through. That whole blood that is there, built up with the sinful food I have eaten, was all drained out. And what about the muscle that is there? 48 days I did not even eat anything. Again, thanks to your husband, shot an arrow into the ground and brought the Patala Ganga up. Whenever I am thirsty, I'll just, turn my head and take a sip, and that's all. So, 48 days not even taking any bit of solid food. All the flesh is just burnt out. All the blood that is there poisoned by eating that contaminated food supplied by Duryodhana. Blood is drained out. Just I am there to the bare bones. That is why I could talk about dharmam now. Got it? Therefore, if your boss is no good, we get the karma from there also. lots of things about Krishna. The minute you think of Krishna, any number of things could come. That Krishna, when Hiranyakashipu challenged, where is your Narayana, proved that he is everywhere. Out came from the Sthuna Pitamahi Abhut. Mahatma Vedanta Deshika says, Sthuna Pitamahi Abhut. Brahma is considered to be the son of Sriman Narayana. As you say, Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham. From the navel of Lord Sriman Narayana, a lotus flower sprouts, and from the lotus, Brahma came. Therefore, for Brahma, if Sriman Narayana is the father, what do you call your father's mother? Grandma, right? Father's mother is grandma to you. Now, who is father's mother now? First of all, Narayana has no birth at all. He has no parents. But the pillar has become the mother of Narayana. The pillar has become the mother of Narayana, just as a child comes out from the womb of a mother. A child comes out from the womb of a mother. So the pillar has become the mother for Narayana. Therefore, that pillar has become the grandmother, Pitamahi. Sthuna, the pillar, Pitamahi Abhut. Narayana, if you want, you can even make a pillar the grandmother of Brahma. Sthuna Pitamahi Abhut, he says. That is the greatness of Narayana. Got it? Go ahead, what are your questions? I know you wanted Gajendra Moksha. We'll come to it.
So Bhishma Pitama is always offering the food to the Krishna, then he must be eating. So how it can be contaminated then?
Wow. He will be offering to Krishna, he is eating. Therefore, how can it be contaminated? Good. Good, sir. Sir, Bhishma knows it is contaminated food. Bhishma knows it is contaminated food. Offering contaminated food itself is a mistake. Offering contaminated food itself is a mistake. No offenses. There are so many temples in this country. You go there. Niche jaake prasad khalo. Is it prasad? These ladies have their own monthly cycles. They wear shoes. They go into the puja room, kitchen, everywhere, any time. They don't even do prokshana. And they wear shoes and they bring in the car, right? And they keep it there. Can it become prasad? Are they having separate cook who is properly initiated into proper Vaishnava Diksha? And did he prepare there in the temple? Was it offered without wearing shoes? Was it offered wearing pure clothes? So just as we are thinking, अरे मंदिर में देता है वो तो प्रसाद ही होना, but it was not even prepared in the right way. How can it be? And we are all going, prasad बहुत अच्छा लगी. But you don't even question is it prasad or not. It is not even offered to Krishna. Directly it goes. You go to any Orthodox temple, they don't offer any cooked food brought from outside. You know that? Therefore, Bhishma knows this food came from Duryodhana. It is contaminated. It is unfit to be offered to Krishna. He did not do that. He offered it. Yes. So fundamentally there is a flaw there. Now you know one Mahatma. Anybody whose mother tongue is Telugu here? Wow, idhar muguruna unnara. There is a Mahatma in Telugu called Potana. Yeah, what is it?
Isn't it in those times they had all those people, right?
I didn't get you. What is it?
Nowadays, we have cars, we have houses.
Right.
But don't they have cooks and people who are cooking back then?
I'm telling you, I'm giving an example. I did not say Bhishma had potluck, you call it potluck. Bhishma did not have potluck prasad. I did not say that. Just as these people are preparing, it is, even though it is not worth to be offered, still we are thinking as prasadam. So Bhishma also made the same mistake. This food is supplied by Duryodhana, who is the worst sinner. It is not even worth offering. You know why the topic I brought any Telugu people? In Telugu, there is a Mahatma called Potana, who literally translated the entire Vedavyasa Bhagavatam into Telugu. And he had a brother-in-law. He had a brother-in-law called Srinatha. That Srinatha had only one business: write excellent poetry, dedicate to a king, and take all the money and enjoy. And this Potana and Srinatha are related like, Srinatha's sister was given in marriage to Potana. Srinatha was there in luxury with 10 people carrying him always in a pallak. This poor man was just cultivating the land as a farmer. And only that produce he will offer to Krishna and he will eat. When Srinatha asked, why do you have to struggle like this? Look at me. I always have 10 servants. Royal food, royal patronage. Why don't you dedicate? Telugu bagocha?
వస్తుంది స్వామి.
ఆ పద్యం చెప్పు.
అలా రాదు.
ఇంకెవరో తెలుగు వచ్చిందని ఇంకెవరికమ్మా తెలుగు వచ్చు? మా పరువు తీయొద్దు అంటారు అంతే కదా? చెప్పమ్మా, ఏం చెప్పాడమ్మా ప్రహ్లాద పోతన? ఇంకెవరో తెలుగు వాళ్ళు అన్నారు, చెప్పయ్యా. బాల రసాలసాల నవ పల్లవ కోమల కావ్య కన్యకన్. Mostly Sanskrit words, even though it is Telugu. The beauty of Telugu is 90% Sanskrit words. Bala rasala sala nava pallava komala kavya kanyakan. Is there one Telugu word there? Everything is a Sanskrit word. Bala rasala sala nava pallava komala kavya kanyakan. Gudalakichi a padupu kudu bhujinsutakana. Sakkavul halikulaina nemi. Gahanantara simala kandamula kauddalikulaina nemi. Nijadara sutodara poshanarthamai, he says. You know what he told bluntly to his brother-in-law? You are a rascal. What food you are eating is, if you have your own daughter, it is as a sinful food as you are sending your own daughter to sleep with someone and that fellow is paying you. That is the food that you are eating. Exactly. A padupu kudu. You know the meaning of padupu kudu? Padupu kudu means you are actually sending your own daughter to sleep with someone and that fellow is paying you and you are enjoying your luxury and your food with that. Whereas an honest man like me, I rather do little bit of farming. And even if I live a poor life, this is 1,000 times better than the worst food that you are eating. That is the context. That's why I brought the Telugu topic. Otherwise I don't bring. He had the guts to say, do you remember that? మరి ఏం చదువుకున్నావు తెలుగు? నువ్వు కూడా డాక్టరేనా? లేదా? మీరు కూడా డాక్టరేనమ్మా? అంతే, ఎంతసేపటికి మెడిసినే మనకు. ఎస్ సార్.
When we put everything in front of Krishna, with his eyes, when he blesses it, wouldn't the prasad...
We are thinking Krishna is blessing. Krishna doesn't bless.
No.
Only, remember, I tell you. Let me give a different example.
No, I get it.
Yes.
But if we cook genuinely, and then put it in front of
Genuinely, sir, if you don't mind, she's a medical doctor. No self-certification, sir. She is to be board certified by a medical board. Okay, not a self-certification. You know, when I was 10th grade or so, my dad always used to ask me, did you write the exam well? Oh, coming out of the maths and after doing the math, I'm sure I'll get at least 93%. But when the actual results come, I only get 68%. Right? Self-certification is not valid. You cannot say genuinely I put there. No, let Krishna decide whether it's genuine or not.
Yeah. If he decides, then it's prasad.
Exactly, he didn't decide.
That's all.
Exactly, he didn't decide. He won't decide.
Vidura is also eating the same.
Vidura is also eating the same food. No. Vidura is not a paid employee. Vidura is not a paid employee there. Bhishma is a paid employee. That is why Vidura had the guts to tell Dhritarashtra that you are doing sin. You are committing a grave mistake. Bhishma did not say that. Vidura only said that. Vidura is not a paid employee there. There is a difference between paid employee. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Bhishma is a commander-in-chief paid employee. All his luxury or his palace. Vidura didn't have anything, a small cottage. Just whatever there, the fruits, etc. in his backyard. Vidura is not a paid employee. Got it? Yeah. Now coming back to food that is prepared. Okay. She may say, I don't even know who prepared it. I thought it is a temple, I ate it. You know, according to dharma, I know, you're all good people. But suppose he likes chicken. He ate chicken. You know how many people get that sin? Not just the person who is eating the chicken. Dharma Shastra says The person who is giving the authorization, kill that chicken. The person who is actually taking a knife and cutting its throat, the person actually killing it. The person who is selling it for a profit. The person who is paying for it and buying it. And the person who is cooking it. And the person who is eating it. All 6 fellows are equally culpable in the eyes of law. Then immediately our friend who is eating chicken say, thank God, my share is only 1/6. My share is only 1/6. No, according to Dharma Shastra, all 6 people will get 100% of the sin of killing the chicken. If that fellow is not authorizing, okay, that fellow would not have killed. If that fellow has not killed, there is no chicken. If another fellow is not selling it for a profit, if another person is not paying for it, if you don't cook, what will he eat? How many days he will go to a restaurant and eat? Men folk are bad because you people have spoiled them. Really? I'm sorry, ma. Is your husband here?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is he? Sir, you have a yajnapavitam, sir? Amma, anybody who has a yajnapavitam, men folk here? You have a yajnapavitam, sir?
Yeah.
Is your wife here, sir?
Yeah.
Did you ever check with your husband? Did he do Sandhya Vandanam every day? Why are you giving him food? You spoiled him. You could have stood your ground firm and said, no Sandhya Vandanam, no food for you. He will simply say, don't worry. Edison, there is a Udupi restaurant. I'll go to Edison and eat. How many days he will go and eat? Edison is not easy.
So at least for that he could get food.
That is, then you simply say, only I'll give you food once a month on Amavasya. Amavasya Tarpanam is not enough to be having a yajnapavitam. You know that? 3 times a day Sandhya Vandanam is a must. So if he is bad, you are responsible for that. I don't even know you, but you are responsible for that. The reason is, even the person who is cooking is equally culpable. That's why I'm saying. You should not have given. Rule number 1, no Sandhya Vandanam, no breakfast. Did you do Pratakal Sandhya Vandanam? No, no breakfast. Did you do Madhyanikam? No, no lunch. Did you do Sayam Sandhya Vandanam? No, no dinner. Let him go to restaurant. Let him go. How many days he will go? Breakfast, he has to drive 20 miles. Right? Lunch, he has to drive 20 miles. Dinner, he has to go. Every day. Right? Now you got the clue, Vasudha, right? Who is spoiling the husband?
From tomorrow.
No. Who is spoiling the husband?
What if they are good cooks, Swami?
Oh, there you go. That's the problem. Good one, good one.
What is that, Amma?
What if they cook by themselves?
Let him cook. Let him cook. One day he will cook, 2 days he will cook. In the 3rd day he'll come and say, it is too much for me. It is too much for me, right? These are all only threatening techniques. Do not fall for the threatening techniques. That, he will cook by himself, right? He will go to restaurant and eat. They will not work. So what I am saying is, even the person who is cooking is equally culpable. You understand? Yeah. And the person who is eating. So Dharma Shastra is way different.
I myself am sinful, so who am I to tell him that I cannot?
What is that, Amma?
Sir, I myself am full of sins. Who am I to tell him that I cannot cook for him?
That doesn't matter. Wherever, to the extent that you can change a person, to the extent is the power that is vested in your hands, you can help others.
Then I should change myself first.
Of course. Of course. Does it have to be said explicitly? Does it have to be said explicitly? First, you should also be good. Have you never heard Amma? Be good and do good.
Yes.
It says first be good, right?
Then do good.
Then only you can do good. Be good and then only do good, Amma. Our Dharma Shastra is very delicate, Amma. Our Dharma Shastra is very delicate. Because Samanya Dharmam, the one that is there, Dharmam at a 10th grade. Vishesha Dharmam, the Dharma that people follow at bachelor's, master's level. Sukshma Dharmam, the Dharma people follow at PhD level. She did 10th grade chemistry. She only knows atoms are indivisible, that's all. If she stops there with that, she will always be thinking atoms are indivisible, atoms are indivisible. But she did bachelor's in chemistry. She knows atoms are divisible, subatomic particles are there. That's all she knows. But she did PhD. Forget about atoms, forget about subatomic particles. Only electromagnetic forces are working. The bonds, covalent bonds, etc., they are there working. Stop with the 10th grade. Only that much dharmam you know. Stop with bachelor's, you will know only that much. Stop there at PhD, you will know at least Vishesha dharmam, Sukshma dharmam. Don't say, I didn't go to PhD. It is your fault that you didn't go. Who stopped you from going? Because after 10th grade, people are happy. After PhD, after master's, some people are happy. After PhD, some people are happy. They are not even happy after PhD. Still don't get this example? Okay, sir. Most of you did mathematics, right, Amma? 10th grade, elementary mathematics. Hi. What is the area of a circle? How do you find the area of a circle? What is it? Pi r square. What is the perimeter of a circle? Who knows? Math teacher is a headache in the class. No, here also maths also. How do you get the perimeter of a circle? Circumference of a circle? 2 pi r. Exactly, Amma. Thanks, Amma. You know why I brought that example? That pi 22/7 is always a constant. That pi 22/7 is always a constant. It is there at 10th grade. 10th grade level, 22/7 equal to 3, no decimal places. She will calculate, she will pass the exam. She is there at bachelor's level. Pi 22/7 equal to 3, she will fail the exam. She has to calculate at least to 2 decimal places of accuracy, 3.14. Correct? She is there at PhD level. She calculates that only to 2 decimal places of accuracy. It is a recurring function. You know recurring functions, right? 22/7, right? 7 3s 21, then 10, 7 4s 28, then 20, 7 2s 14, then 60, 7 8s 56, 40, 7 5s 35, 50, 7 7s 49, again 1, again it starts now. 1, right? Keep dividing, 7 ones. So that 3.1414 is a recurring function. She is there at PhD level. She will calculate only 2 decimal places of accuracy. Her thesis is rejected outright. She has to calculate to 10 decimal places of accuracy. But that gentleman is there as a space scientist level, working for NASA. He calculates for 10 decimal places of accuracy. That rocket will fall down in 2 seconds. He has to calculate for 100 decimal places of accuracy. Pi is not changing. Are you getting my point? That is why I asked, pi is not changing. Samanya dharmam at 10th grade, no decimal places is okay to pass 10th grade. Vishesha dharmam at bachelor's level, no, that is not enough. 10 decimal places of accuracy. Space scientist level, 10 decimal places of accuracy is not enough for a recurring function. 100 decimal places of accuracy. Sukshma dharmam. Got it? So at what level of dharma you want to be is your choice, Amma. When you say, I myself have to change, who is stopping you from changing? That's all. You yourself. You are your own enemy for not following dharma. You are your own friend if you follow dharma. Who said that? Who said that? Come on, standard Amma. Who else can say Krishna? Exactly. Who else can say Krishna? And now comes Krishna. Up to Krishna is easy. But the difficulty is, where did he say that? What's that? I know she knows. That's why she's hiding behind a pillar. I had to really bend like this to see whether she is there. Where did Krishna say that, Amma? Uddharet atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmai vahyatmano bandhu atmai varipuratmanaha. Elevate yourself. Nobody will help you. Only to some extent your teachers can help you. Afterwards, you elevate your own Atma. If you allow your Atma to be ruined, you are responsible for that. If you elevate your Atma to attain Sri Vaikuntham and then enjoy Nitya Niratishaya Shashvata Sri Vaikuntha Loka Praptyardham, it is your effort. Krishna asked the same question to Draupadi. We started there. Dwaraka Vasa. How could you forget that Krishna is universal? Krishna is everywhere. For you, I am Dwaraka Vasa. You could not even think, Krishna, protect me in the very beginning itself. You went to Dhritarashtra, you went to Bhishma. When nothing works, then only you think as the last resort. Is this the dharma that you learned all these days? Being a Ayonija, Krishna's way of dealing is way beyond our understanding. That is the reason why Bhagavan Krishna is considered as the Parama Purusha. Parama Purusha or Paripurna Avataram. Paripurna Avataram. Purna Avataram. I told you last time, you remember me? Questions, right? How do you know what is Paripurna Avataram and Paripurna Avataram? No idea.
Complete.
So
He is Avtari, he is not Avtar, he is not incarnated. He basically come as it is.
You are all missing the point. Go ahead, man. What's the no idea?
There are 48 gunas that the
How many?
gunas that
How many?
48.
Why did you reduce 16?
64.
There are 64, not 48.
After 64 gunas,
Bhishma was there on the bed of Pharaoh's 40. She is there still hung up on Bhishma. Okay, no, he is Krishna. Chatushashti Kada Parpurna.
So it is all the
Chatushashti, 64. See? Krishna, she is reducing to 48. Where did you get this kind of logic? No. 48 days Ampashaya for Bhishma, not for Krishna. 64, Chatushashti Kalas.
Then
Yes.
Paripurna Avatar.
Paripurna Avatar.
Krishna is all the 64.
No, not that is only elementary. Even Rama is a Chatushashti Kala Paripurna. Rama is also. I told you so many times, sir. No? I even praised you people ladies, Amma. Still you don't get it. However much these men folk are thinking we are great.
Because all the 8 avatars of Lakshmi Devi got married to the Krishna.
I'm coming to that. You are just jumping it without coming to the basic thing. Okay, however much the men folk are thinking we are great, they are never great until the wife comes and accepts my husband is great. You got it? You know how difficult it is. So, until the wife comes and accepts my husband is great, no man is ever great. Why this example? Because even though there are in Bhagavatam, we are only familiar with only Dashavataras. Matsya Kurma Varahascha, Narasimhascha Vamana, Ramo Ramascha Ramascha, Baudhau Krishna Kalki Yevacha. We are only familiar with Dashavataras. Read Bhagavatam, there are 1,000,000 incarnations of Krishna. Sriman Narayana, 1,000,000 incarnations. Whereas Mahatma Vedavyasa says, Yete cha amsha kala pumsaha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Why? These incarnations, the millions of incarnations, they are just a ray here and a fraction there. Just a ray here and a fraction there. When it comes to Krishna, he is a Paripurna Avatara. Because even though there are millions of incarnations, if that wife has not accepted that incarnation as her husband, just a partial incarnation only. Amsha Avatara, Kala Avatara. Even in the 10 avatars that you are familiar, Matsya, no Maharashmi contact. Kurma, no Maharashmi. Varaha, not bad. Maharashmi is the second form. Bhudevi accepted him and sat in his lap as Varaha Murti. Therefore, okay to accept, right? Then Nrisimha, that's it. Maharashmi as Chinsurashmi came, married him and sat in his lap. Purnavatara. Vamana, no Lakshmi contact. Parashurama, Balarama, no. All partial. Rama, Sakshat Mahalakshmi came as Sita Devi, Purnavatara. Krishna, that Mahalakshmi in one form is called Mahalakshmi, in 2 forms Sri Devi Bhudevi, in 3 forms Sri Devi Bhudevi Neela Devi, in 8 forms Ashtalakshmi. So, looking at the unimaginably mesmerizing activities of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, that Mahalakshmi herself appeared in all the 8 forms, and Bhagavan Sri Krishna got united with all 8 forms of Mahalakshmi as Rukmani, Jambavati, Satyabhama, Kalindi, Mitravinda, Nagnajati, Bhadra, Lakshana, Paripurna Avatara. Bhagavan Swayam means he himself. Swayam means, you know Swayam? Swayam means he himself. That Sriman Narayana himself came as Lord Krishna. When Rama was there on the planet Earth, Rama was on the planet Earth for 11,042 years. In Treta Yuga, Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra was there literally on the planet Earth for 11,042 years. Bhagavan Sri Krishna was there on the planet Earth only for 125 years. In spite of that, Krishna is called Paripurna Avatara for the reason when Rama was here for 11,000 years or so, Vaikuntham is not vacated. Sriman Narayana can be there and he also can be here as Rama.